Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. I had a wonderful thing happen today. A man that I know was a friend. He happened to get a hold of me and he was looking for particular herbs. And I said, well, I don't sell anything, but what's going on with you, Freddie? And he said, well, I have diabetes and I've lost 3 toes and it's really not good. And I said, well, Freddie, you got to go on my diet. Absolutely got to go on my diet. We can make this stop. And he was a little hesitant at first, but then I sent him a lot of information and he read it all and watched the videos. And that was a week ago. And then he sent me this report, which is really amazing. And you can see on here he's had sugars that were over 300. And then now it's come down in the last 3 or 4 days. It's been like 87. It was like, wow, and without taking any insulin. And it's like amazing, really great. We're going to get him totally off insulin. We're not going to have to take that anymore, and he's going to live a totally normal life, and just by changing his diet, there's absolutely no doubt about it. And in fact, he has a pretty big area that he owns, and he said, "Well, Dr. Hader, I think we can. I want to learn from you what plants to plant. Well, I'm going to start a little farm here. I think that would be great, and I'm going to help him plant a few plants there and get him started on the right track of getting the all his own food growing, so he doesn't really have to worry about food and eating the right foods also, and so." We can heal those beta cells. We can revitalize those beta cells. We can get them working again. And we can make life normal for a person who has diabetes and has to take insulin injections on a regular basis. But you know what? Freddie had to change. There's no doubt about that. I give all the credit to Freddie because he made the change. And from there, everything changed because he decided, you know what, I got to do this. I got to give it a shot. And he did, and I'm sure he's going to send me another report in a week or so, and I'm sure he's going to be around 86, 87 all the time. Before I started my whole foods plant-based diet 10 years ago, my blood sugar was about 115, it's like pre-diabetic type of thing. And as soon as I went on my diet, it's always 86. All the time, no matter what I do. So it's just amazing what we can do. And you people who you know, have to give yourselves insulin injections, you will no longer have to have that pain of having to put the alcohol on, prick your finger, check your blood sugar. You don't have to inject yourself all the time. No more pain like that. And we can get you to a place where you feel really great. But it takes making a decision, making a change in your life and deciding, you know what, I'm going to be different. I got to try this. It's pretty amazing. I had a couple of people call me this morning already also. One man, he called this morning and said, Dr. Hader, I called you 10 years ago, and I've had osteoarthritis, and you told me to go on your diet, but I wouldn't do it. It was like the deer in the headlights thing. He said I wouldn't do it. And now I'm looking at maybe a couple of knee replacements, and my shoulders are shot. My hips are starting to go bad, and he's taking like 5,000 milligrams of Vicodin every day. Man, I don't know how he could do that. Really amazing. But now he is ready. I told him I have another man who was bone on bone in his knees, and he decided he was going to go on my diet, and even though he's back bone on bone, he no longer has pain, and that's the big thing. If we can get rid of the inflammation, we can get rid of the pain. And so this man that called me this morning, he says, I'm ready. So he's going to go on my diet and lifestyle, and that's the big thing, of the lifestyle. We got to go with the lifestyle and start changing the way we think about things, you know what I mean? And also it's the meditation and also doing the workout and different things that I recommend to change the way we are deep down inside. But it's about changing who we are deep down inside, which is the most important. If we don't come to that um, resolution inside that says I need to make a change, nothing will change whatsoever because we're not ready, or we may never be ready. You know what I mean? And it's not me. I'm only an instrument who helps a person to get to that place. This is a God thing. There's no doubt about it. And when that person is ready, the the instrument will come in and help that person to make their way towards total health. And I think that's really, really true. There's absolutely no doubt about it. I remember one time, a long time ago, well, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I was climbing up on a house. We have a carport here, and I was climbing up on a house. I put up the ladder. It was a little too uh, steep of an angle, and I got up there, and all of a sudden the ladder slipped down, and I was holding on with my fingers, and it didn't hold on for too long. And I had they let go, and I fell, and my left foot actually hit the ladder. The right foot was fine. The left foot hit the ladder and shattered my foot. And it was excruciating pain. I was yelling out for my wife. Nobody heard me. Oh boy. Uh, and so I had to physically crawl into the house and yell, and then finally my wife heard. She's a sound sleeper. It was early in the morning. And, you know, at that point, it was a little bit of, this didn't happen. This didn't happen type of thing, you know what I mean? Oh, it's fine. There's no big deal. My leg didn't swell up too much, it wasn't, it was like I was in a shock type of thing. I probably was in shock. And I said, oh, it's no big deal. I probably just sprained it. But later it was really starting to throb. So we ended up having to go to the emergency room. And they took an x-ray, and boy, it was broken badly. Really, really badly. So we went to one surgeon, and he said, boy, this is really bad. I only know one other person here that would really do this really well, and I recommend him. So a week later, we finally got the appointment with him, and this doctor was a friend of the family, so it was like, wow. And he had exactly the same break in his foot many years ago. And so he said, Paul, we can get you on the right path. And that made me feel right. We can heal this. There's no doubt about it. I had the exact same thing in my foot, up into the joint of the, tibia and fibula. And we're going to get this all healed up. And it made me feel good that he said that. And so we did the surgery. Ended up with 11 screws in the plate in my foot. And I have to tell you, the pain was amazingly powerful. I mean, he even gave me morphine, and it was like off the scale. I said, "That's all you got?" And then it was about midnight by the time I got home, and there was about 20 people in our bedroom waiting for us, and concerned about me. And at that point, they had given me pain pills, and I said, I don't want to take these pain pills anymore. I'm not going to take pain pills. So I went inside and shut off the pain inside, and I never took another pain pill after that. And at that point, everybody was standing around. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, everybody, thank you, but please go home. You got to go to work tomorrow. You got to do whatever you need to do tomorrow, and I'll be fine. Everything is fine. Thank you, and I love you. And they all left. And a couple of people stuck around a little bit, but I told them, you need to go home. You need to take care of yourself, too. I'm going to be fine. There's nothing you can do here to help. I will get through this. Yeah, but it was really nice that people came. And the nice thing about that is I made a decision to shut off the pain up here. And that's what it's really all about. We have to decide on a deep down basis that we're going to go inside and shut off the pain. And then later, we had, before that, had rented a cabin up on the, Victoria, Vancouver Island. And on Vancouver Island, we had a little cabin, and then we had some other people coming. And I said, "Oh man, I don't want to miss this." So I decided that we were going to go anyway. And I was in a wheelchair, and so we got there. And I love photography. I love going out and taking pictures and that type of thing. And then it was a long, steep bank, and you'd have to actually kind of climb down. And I have to say, I got angry at that point. It was like, man, this is terrible. I can't get down, take pictures and all that. And all of a sudden it hit me. I was supposed to have more compassion for people who have afflictions, especially things like this. And from that point on, I didn't have any anger whatsoever. It just left me like that. And it was very interesting. It was something that I had to make a decision about, a decision with God to make a change in my life. And from there, a lot of things changed also. And so we have to make these decisions. Can we decide to do something different? Can we decide to move to a higher level of understanding, especially about ourselves? We can talk and talk and talk, but that final decision is with us. Just like with the man, like I said, with the diabetes, he made a 300 insulin, 300 glucose happening every day, and then he made a decision to go on my diet, and then from there everything was good. Also, with the man who has terrible joint disease, he called me this morning, like I said, and now he's ready to go on my diet, and we can stop the pain. We can get rid of the pain. He's not going to be able to restore the cartilage there, but he can walk fine without pain. There's no doubt about that. Hopefully in the future, maybe with stem cells, we can restore that cartilage, but we can have him pain-free, that's for sure. But that's another decision. There's also other people who make decisions to stop. They have another man up on the northern seaboard, and he had terrible bone-on-bone knees also, and he was in pain all the time. And he decided, well, Dr. Haider, I believe in you. I'm going to go on your diet. And within about 3 weeks, his knee pain disappeared. So it's all about making a decision, all about making a choice, all about, giving up what we have and saying to the greatest power around, you know what? I don't know anything. I need to make a change. You should show me which way to go. Sometimes we just got to surrender. We just got to surrender and say, you know what? I don't know. I just got to give up and let go of my ego and follow your path, because you're trying to show me something, and I'm trying to getting in the way. And when we get out of our own way, then we allow ourselves to grow and change and become more of who we're really supposed to be. And then from that point on, we see miracles happen. And with all these people I've talked about, we see miracles happen. And so I think it's really important that we allow ourselves to grow, change, and move on with our lives. And then every time we do that, it becomes easier to make that decision to grow and change. And I know a particular man who was having a hard time with that also, because he's stuck in a rut of not wanting to make that change. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. And so if we are stuck like glue in a particular way of being, in a particular way of living, now there's a little more resistance there, and we sometimes end up with a lot of pain physically and spiritually and mentally through this whole process. So we can allow ourselves to grow and change, and every time we change, it becomes easier. And so allow yourself to grow, change, and we know that for sure, without a doubt, if you go on my diet, we can heal your diabetes, get you off insulin. We can heal your knees and get you off the pain medications, and we can get you on the road to recovery, and you can feel great again, absolutely. If you want to get a hold of me, there's more. My contact information is down below. My phone number is 831-869-9119, 831-869-9119. My email address is drpaulhaider, that's drpaulhaider at gmail.com. That's drpaulhaider at gmail.com. And my Skype address is drpaulhaider. And so if you want to get a hold of me, I appreciate if you would subscribe and tell others, please. And I appreciate it if you watch the little ads at the beginning of the videos, because I get a little bit of money out of that if you watch the ads. If you skip them, I don't get anything. So I appreciate you watching those. And if you care to make a donation, that is really, really greatly appreciated. And there's a link down below on Show More also, and you can make a donation. And I'm here to make a difference. All my consultations are free. So if it's something spiritual or herbal or, my diet and lifestyle or anything, you let me know and I'll do my best to help. I go to bed early, about 8 p.m., so call me early and I will answer you. Email me if you live outside the United States, and I will get back to you right away. And I mean that, I promise. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. Above everything else, remember this one thing. I love you.